UFC Seattle, Cejudo versus Yadong just wrapped up, and what a weird fucking... First of all, the card was great. Weird stoppage. I didn't watch the full card because I was watching a fight known as Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. And let me just talk about this fight real quick. I'll quickly talk about this, all right? I'll quickly talk about it. Let me just say this. I had bread on Beterbiev. I thought Beterbiev's pressure and all that was going to be too much for him. However, Bivol made adjustments. One thing I've noticed about Beterbiev's style of fighting is that if you can't, like, listen, he has the same style ever. He didn't really make adjustments this fight. I feel like people who like rely on breaking people down and kind of marauder maxing, they're not going to make changes in the rematch because it's kind of what they do best. Whereas Bivol did make adjustments. He wasn't bouncing as much. He wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of standing his base, slipping punches, landing straight punches. And he was doing really good work against Beterbiev. I honestly believe, people said that Beterbiev first fight was a robbery. They say this fight was a robbery. Beterbiev won the first fight clear as day. Bivol won this second fight clear as day. You guys got to stop coping on both sides, bro. Like, I have no attachment to boxing like that, so I can just be transparent. Matter of fact, I'm cursed because everyone I put money on ended up losing. Put money on Bivol the first time, he lost. Put money on Beterbiev the second time, he lost. I don't even know to see a trailer. Like, Beterbiev is 40 years old. Like, let's be real. The guy's, he's older, you know. But good work. Like, listen, I think it was a great fight. I think it was competitive. But at the end of the fight, I was 100% sure that it was either Bivol 7-5, maybe even 8-4, but like I like maybe at worst a draw, sure, but there's no world or no way you could ever say Beterbiev won that fight unless you just really dislike Bivol or really love Beterbiev. Like I said, I have no attachment to either guy, so it's pretty easy for me to call who won this one. It was pretty clear, in my opinion, Bivol. Now that we covered that, back to UFC. All right, and let's start off with fucking Cejudo situation. Let me just say this: Cejudo's deemed as a quitter. Dude, he quit, man. He quit. Like, I'll say this: listen, it wasn't appealing to look at. You know what happened, and let me start off with a hot take too. I thought Cejudo won rounds 2 and 3. Now I looked at the judges' scorecards. One judge gave Cejudo round 2, and then one judge gave Cejudo round 3, but no judge gave Cejudo round 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's a judge that gave Song all 3 rounds. But I thought it was Derek Clearly who gave him round 3. That was smart. I don't know the judge who gave him round 2, but that was a good call. I thought it was 1-1 going into the third. I could see 2-0 Song though, so I don't think it's a bad scorecard. And in the third round, what happened was Cejudo was landing good straight punches. He was landing the better shots, riding like beating him up, and then suddenly he gets poked in the eye, which was a pretty bad eye poke that we're gonna talk about. But he poked him in the eye, and then he took the whole time. Oh, he's such an idiot. We're gonna wait. Let me just make my point before I cook him for this whole eye poke situation. But he got poked in the eye, took all the time, and then the fight resumed, and then Yadong just chased him. Didn't land anything, but chased him, and the visual just looked bad about Cejudo running away. And then after that, I was like, well, Cejudo won before the eye poke. Cejudo was winning that round. Then after the eye poke, you know, he just chased him. He didn't land anything. So I was like, okay, Cejudo's up 2-3. And then I heard the doctor stoppage, all that comes in, and then Cejudo throws himself to fight. So it was like, I can't see. I think Cejudo was panicking. I really think he was listen, I'm not saying the eye poke. I think the eye poke was horrible. It looked really bad. Like, it was really, like, he went in his eyes. His left eye was bleeding. I know people are like, oh, he's a quitter. The guy couldn't see. Like, he couldn't see. Sure, he could probably fight through it, you know, but I think he was nervous with, like, Song Yadong's not someone you want to not be able to see and fight because the guy's a fucking marauder. That's kind of what Cejudo even said in the post-fight interview in the octagon. He's like, listen, I'm not going to go in there with this guy with one eye. You know what I'm saying? But he's such an idiot because it could have been a no contest. It could have been a no contest easy, you know? If you get poked in the eye and say you can't continue, that's a no contest. It's not gonna be a doctor stoppage. It's just gonna be a no contest, and you don't have a loss in your record. But instead, you want to gaslight us and waste everyone's time, milking the 5 rounds, sitting down, showboating, making the crowd boo you. You're laughing. I have time. Doing all that when you should just be like, I can't see, I can't continue. But instead, he waits till Song gets furious and chases him and doesn't land anything. But then he goes back to the suit, like, I can't see. He probably said it 1,000 times. It was hard. It was tough, dude. And I like Cejudo. I'm a big Cejudo guy, but people are saying he's quitting. Do I think he's quit? Like, not hypothetically speaking, he did technically quit, you know, but it's like he got poked in the eye. I think it's justified, but do I think he like kind of quit? Sure. Like, why not? You could say he quit. I won't be mad at you because technically on paper he quote unquote quit on himself. But I just think people are giving him a hard time, which is probably justified because he kind of he wasted everyone's time. Just quit the second you got poked. It was a deep poke. Your eye was bleeding. Like, we're not gonna care if you quit there. What's gonna get him the backlash is that the way he quit was like after he took 5 minutes to recover, wasted the time of everyone watching in attendance. They were probably pissed too. They had the Chinese baddies in the crowd, dude, who I would have showed out for, like a real bad man, moving my head, landing my punches, baby. But bro, it was an upsetting thing. I don't think it's a robbery, by the way. I know I said I think Cejudo won rounds 2 and 3. It wasn't a robbery because I think round 2 was really close, and I think round 3 was just very confusing round to even judge, But I do respect Derek clearly for giving it the third to Cejudo, considering I saw what he saw, which was Cejudo winning the first half, and then the eye poke happened, and he just ran away the whole time, and then nothing really happened. So yeah, just a weird fight. I think Song Yadong rightfully deserved the win. I think he probably would have won. I was a little bit surprised about the success Cejudo had in the boxing. Like, he was throwing one punch at a time, and Song Yadong just had no ability to move his head, so he was just eating the punches, have his head snap back. But Song's low kicks was eating him up. Song did good work, so Song rightful winner. It's definitely not a robbery. Don't let me gaslight you. It's definitely not a robbery. I know comments are not gonna watch the whole thing and be like, "Oh, it's a robbery, Kenny." No, I never said that. Song Yadong won. I just think personally, Cejudo probably did better work in rounds 2 and 3. But like I said, Song's low kicks, I can see him why he gets round 2. Round 3, it was kind of, I don't know how you could give it to Song. Maybe when he was chasing him, it just looks bad visually for Cejudo. I get that. So that makes sense too. So yeah, Song Yadong definitely deserved the win, and Cejudo has a lot of explaining to do. He's so cringe and it's his gimmick, but I know he's gonna probably get on and make a cringe tweet or something, get himself more hate. But I think he should retire. Like, he just doesn't look like Cejudo anymore, in my opinion. Cejudo has like a specific standard I feel like I hold him to, and he just didn't have that, this fight. He's not bad though. People are gonna start like discrediting his whole legacy and shit. Dude's not a bad fighter. It's just that yeah, Song Yadong was the younger fighter. Yeah, I did have Cejudo. I said Cejudo was getting slept on this week, but that's the reason I said it wasn't a lock, because I just wasn't confident enough, because I don't know what version of Cejudo showed up. His boxing surprised me, but his lack of wrestling surprised me as well. He wasn't able to take down Yadong. Credit to Yadong's defense, who did get taken out by people like Yan and all these other guys. But I guess Cejudo's entries just weren't there for him. So, yeah, overall, great. I was going to say great fight. Let me not lie. All right, moving on to co-main event. Fluffy Hernandez versus Brendan Allen. This fight was interesting. I don't know what Brendan Allen's be doing with his hair, but this fight was actually pretty fun to me. I like fights like this, Very enjoyable. Yeah. 1-1 going into the third. Fluffy's very relentless. I think he's a really good wrestler. He's the best chain wrestler I've probably ever seen in the middleweight division ever. Hamza chain wrestles pretty well too, but I think like his chain wrestling is just really impressive to me, because I've seen his chain wrestling go on for more than a round, whereas Hamza, he chain wrestles really good. People are saying who wins, him or Hamza. Believe me, what this fight showed me is that when Hernandez is on his back, I don't want to say he's lost, but like he gave up a lot of control time to Brendan Allen in that second round, which gave Brendan Allen the win. Brendan Allen like would threaten some chokes, but good on Hernandez. I like Hernandez. He's actually really good to me. On the feet, his striking is a little bit questionable sometimes. I feel like he's getting eaten up by the calf kick and low kick of Brendan Allen. That was interesting. I don't know how he just couldn't take the low kicks. I don't know what's up with him and Izzy should be interesting, but that's for another video. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel as if Fluffy's really good. He's really special. His gas tank's crazy. I love his grappling and his wrestling. He's world renowned to me. Like I think he's a Marab. People say he's a Marab. He's like Marab, and Marab had a little bit less striking skill, and if Marab couldn't take low kicks and had less striking, it'd be Anthony Hernandez. So I'm a fan of Anthony. He's making me a fan every time I see him fight. I love the guy's style, and he's a marauder, bro. And Brendan Allen, who makes every fight look sloppy and ugly, he kind of got shut down this fight outside of that second round where he reversed him. But yeah, Hernandez, he seems to tighten up some like gaps. But to be fair, Allen is a really good grappler too, so it was pretty competitive in that aspect. But yeah, Hernandez, like I'm glad Hernandez didn't get discouraged and give up his plan. Because a lot of times you see people get out grappled for a round and like, oh, I can't go back to there. But Hernandez, after he got reversed by Allen and controlled, he's like, fuck, I don't care. I'm not going to respect you, but I'm going to keep coming at you. And job well done, because I thought he beat Allen pretty clear 2-1. So congrats to Anthony Hernandez. Great win. Rob Font versus Gene Matsumoto. Split decision was given to Rob, and this was such a close fight, I think I was okay with Rob winning this one. But I knew it was close. I didn't really care too much about this, but yeah, good fight by both guys. The Genes in this card, or Johns, whatever you want to call them, they were living up to some hype. But Rob Font was just a superior striker. Matsumoto was just a superior grappler. It was a striking versus grappling exchange pretty much thing. Rob Font was landing his 1-2s at command, while Matsumoto was kind of just going for the wrestling. But ultimately, boxing won this fight. Rob Font, congratulations. I don't really care too much to talk about this, but let's talk about this. Gene Silva, man. This guy's aura is a little bit confusing to me, bro. What the hell's going on with this guy? And Melzik, the Armenian, he looked good until he wasn't. You know, kind of a passive start from Gene Silva, touching gloves, being all buddy, bro. Then he had the most aura-inducing moment where, like, he just drops him, bro, looks down at him like, bro, ref, are you going to stop this? I'm telling you, bro, you better stop this shit. Ref didn't stop it, put the beats on him like Dr. Dre with them elbows, you know. It was just a funny sequence. Gene Silva's a dog, man. Like, he's just so enjoyable to watch. He's a fan favorite. He's a little bit psycho, which adds to his aura, I guess. Like, this guy's just crazy. Bro, I can't believe how, like, unique he is. He's actually really good. How far does he go? In featherweight, there's so much marauders in featherweight, but you know, feed him the right people, he wins. I actually think he beats a Diego Lopez who's fighting for the title right now. You know, I also think he will lose to probably an Aljo and like a Mavzar and all these guys, but he'll beat a lot of guys who are like close to the title picture. Give him Ortega, he'll fucking beat him. He'll beat Yair Rodriguez in my opinion. He beat a lot of guys who are in the title talk. So listen. Gene Silva title run, brother. You know, this could be very much possibility. Don't sleep on this guy. He has power, charisma. He has everything. He's a fan favorite. He's in the Fighting Nerds. He has everything right going for him. So I have a lot of faith in Gene Silva, John Silva, Long John, whatever you want to call him. Just don't call him. Don't talk about that hairline because that shit's receding, bro. Oh my goodness, I just realized that. But yeah, Gene Silva has aura and great performance against Milzik. Bagdasaryan actually looked good until he didn't. He looked pretty comfortable on the feet, was controlling the distance until Gene Silva put the beats on him like Dr. Dre. So great win by Gene Silva and great finish. Probably finish of the night. There's so much finishes though, but fuck it. I might just gaslight you guys and say that. Alonzo Menifield versus Julius Walker. This fight was split as well. I thought Walker won this one, but since he was boring and just holding the whole time, I'm happy Menifield won. But I did think Walker did enough to win. But like I said, it was a sloppy fight. Just Walker holding for no reason. Menifield pushing him off and putting the beats on him. That's what the fight was, the entirety of the fight, like entirety of the time. But I'm glad Alonzo got the robbery, so who cares? Moving on. Cutelaba. I told people my prediction. Stop sleeping on Cutelaba. Iceland is good, but Cutelaba is a dog, bro. Ank's son, man, with the submission victory, brother. Dale. How quick he got to that submission was actually very impressive to me. Bro, Cutelaba, dude. He cut the nastiest promo as well. Bro, he has aura, bro. I like it's so cool seeing Ank, his kids like grow up to be entrepreneurs in the MMA octagon, dude. I just love to see it, man. You love to see this from Cutelaba. He has the right energy. Like, he's just psychotic. Like, all this screaming in the face-offs, it makes sense right now. Ibo Eisen had so much hype, and I was telling you guys, bro, Cutelaba, stop sleeping on him. I said it was a 50-50 fight, and Cutelaba made it look so easy with the takedown entries, bro. On paper, he beats Alsper. Moving on, we got Andre Philly versus Costa. Yeah, I knew Costa was going to win this one. He won it quicker than I thought, and he submitted him in the first round. Andre Philly's kind of overrated. I don't really care too much about this fight, but Costa's a very good opponent. These Brazilians, man, in this card, they were going off. Manzuro Abdul Malik versus Nick Klein. Nick Klein was fighting like an idiot, leaving his front leg in for the taking. Abdul Malik didn't know how to throw a low kick, so the fight took a little bit longer than expected. He got rocked by a spinning elbow in the first round, recovered pretty well, ended up finding the finish in the second round. You know, good learning experience for Abdul. He's still young from what people are saying. I'm pretty sure he's still young. So it's okay to get, like, you know, go through adversity and come back and win. He showed good skill. Nick Klein is just a joke of a thing. Can't lie. Good win from Abdul Malik, though. Ricky Simone and Javid Basharat. Bro, first of all, knockout of the night. I'm tripping. This was knockout of the night. Bro, you're just not your brother, are you? Y'all see the Basharat, because every time I bring up Basharat chat, I always have to say Javid's kind of trash, you know, but Farid's the real deal. You know, this is what this fight was. Javid got, what's it called? He got Usman Mazadov max, you know, that little pawing punch into the straight punch that knocks you out, sends you railing. This was actually the scariest knockout. Dude's eyes was like rolled behind his head. He was like, what happened after the fight? Bro was lost. Ricky Simone put the beats on him, Dr. Dre, you know, hands on him, lots of bass. It was one of those shits, you know. It happens, man. Javid Basharat, he's not his brother. He's just not his brother. I say it every time I see him on my screen, or any time someone in my chat brings it up. Javid is not Farid. Farid's a title contender in the future. Javid has no hairline. Simple as. Yeah. Okay. Let me not gaslight you guys. Right after Dimitri Bivol fought and beat. After Bivol fought and beat Beterbiev, I came and I saw this fight on. I saw the submission. Great submission by Vanderford. Didn't watch, but I heard good things about this chat. Fuck, I didn't watch this, you know. I heard he got a second round like submission or something. Was it? Oh, KO. Yeah, second round KO. Dude, I didn't watch this fight. I love Ruzabarov too. You guys should not have been fighting when fucking Dimitri's Bivol and fucking Beterbiev. And then Bukowskis. I got this pick right. I didn't even know. Yeah, no surprise here. First round knockout. Put him asleep. I didn't even see these fights. But yeah, chat. These are my UFC Seattle Yadong versus Cejudo recap video, and a little bit of Dimitri Bivol versus Beterbiev. But let me know what y'all no hairline people think about this card. All I'm gonna say, Cejudo probably should retire. That's the biggest takeaway from this. And Fluffy's really good. And Cejudo has no IQ. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. That's it for me, and God bless. 2, 3, 4.